Today we are driving the 2024 Toyota Highlander Platinum. So how well does this perform on the road? That's what we're going to find out today in this video. Now let's take a brief tour of this car before we get it out on the road. The styling has always been a strength for Toyota in this Highlander since we have a mostly blacked out grille, a bunch of chrome, mostly LED headlights, and 20-inch multi-spoke alloy wheels. Now we do have running boards which I think are useless, but we do have fully loaded mirrors and some chrome that runs along the bottom of the windows. Now up here we do have roof rails and a panoramic sunroof, and taking a look at the back, not a lot going on here honestly. We do get a chrome bumper protector and some chrome at the bottom, and we have a good amount of space in the trunk. This is around the middle of the segment, so nothing special, but we do get a floor mat that covers over the cargo area and the back of the seats. Now you can fold down the third row super easily. You just push it down like that, and you get even more space. To close up the trunk, you just push the button up there. Now let's take a look at the rear seats. How much space do you get? Now starting with the second row, you get a very nice door panel and some very comfortable leather seats. These will slide and recline. We do have the optional all-weather floor mats, we have heated seats, a third zone of climate control, 2 USB ports, and a household style outlet. In addition to this, we do get 2 cup holders in the center. Now to get into the third row, you just pull this lever and push the seat forward, and we don't get a lot of space back here since this is a smaller car. That's why you go with the Grand Highlander if you need more third row room. Now let's push the seat back and get into the front area. Now let's take a look at what we get here up front. We have some faux wood, leather, and the seats will have the nice quilted design with 10 ways of power adjusting. Now let's take a look at what we really get in this Highlander. Now stepping inside, first thing that you'll notice is this very nicely leather wrapped heated steering wheel, and I think it feels great to the hands. We have physical buttons for the climate control and Toyota's latest infotainment system right here. This is very quick and supports wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. You have all your drive modes down here, and we also have a pretty deep center console that slides back. Now there's a wireless phone charger right there, a head-up display right up there, which I think is great if you don't want to take your eyes off the road. We also will have a digital rear view mirror up here, and it's great if you have a bunch of stuff piled up in the back, but you don't want to see around that. I think that is a great solution. We also have a panoramic sunroof up top, and the normal turn signal stalks that you get from a Toyota. The mirrors will be normally fully loaded with heating, blind spot monitoring, and auto dimming as well. And that is going to pretty much wrap up the interior review of this car. So let's get this out on the road. So at the time of filming this video, we were in a bit of a time crunch, so we couldn't get our full test drive route in, but we will be starting things off strong with a transmission evaluation. We have the 8-speed automatic transmission on board today, and it is pretty fast, but I have to say that I have seen many other vehicles that have a much quicker transmission. Now, this is a pretty reliable transmission, so I wouldn't count on getting it changed anytime soon after buying the car, but I think Toyota did a great job on designing this 8-speed automatic transmission. Now, we also have a new turbocharged 4-cylinder engine here, so that is going to be interesting to see how that holds up over the years, but we are about to do an acceleration test. While we're waiting, wind noise was not bad back there when we were getting up to speed. There wasn't that much coming into the cabin. It is definitely better than certain SUVs like Telluride, and let's take a look at how this turbocharged 4 gets up to speed on a 55-mile-an-hour road, and let's go. Alright, this is a pretty quick engine, and it gets up to 60 miles an hour pretty quickly, and the sound it makes is pretty nice. Now, the V6 is also a nice engine, but I think now that they've moved to a turbocharged 4-cylinder engine, that's not bad, and I think since it has less emissions, I think that was a good move for them. Now, about the wind noise, we don't have a lot entering the cabin, but it could definitely be better. Now, I'm going to wrap things up with some final thoughts since we are about to arrive back at Victory Toyota of Canton. So, this is a great car to own, and I can see why it's so popular. It's super comfortable, and you have some great features. If you do plan on using the third row regularly, or if you have older kids that might be sitting back there, I would definitely take a look at the Grand Highlander since that has a way better third row and it's a lot bigger. Now, this is also great if you have two kids and you might need the third row occasionally. I think that's also a great solution. Now, let's take a look at where we're going to be parking. So, as you can see with the 360-degree camera, it actually paints a picture of what's underneath the car as you're reversing. I think that is an amazing solution that Toyota has come up with, so parking this car is relatively easy. Well, that is going to wrap up today's video, so thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to take a look at your local Toyota dealership's inventory if you are interested in this car, and thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you next time.